Welcome to Love in Life, a guide to a positive mindset. My aim is to show you that the key to a happier and more positive mind is to love the life you have. We will look at tips and tools you can use to improve your mindset, and the best thing is, we'll all be on this journey together. This is Love in Life. I'm Lisa. Welcome back. And if you're an avid regular listener, then you will know that this episode is late. I have been training the last couple of days. I've been attuned in another form of energy healing. It's not Reiki, but you could say it's fairly similar in the fact that it sends energy and it heals through sending energy. So I'm really excited to share a little bit more about that with you when I can. I just need to work out how I'm going to introduce it and how I'm going to share it with you. But yeah, that's really exciting. I'm loving that. I've got lots of little things now that I can add, like little mini sessions with people if they don't want to invest in a full-on coaching or belief coding session. You know, there are mini sessions, energy healing that you can invest in if you want to. If you feel called to, really. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing. That's why I'm late. And it's really exciting. And for that reason, this episode might be slightly shorter than a normal episode. This time of year is absolutely classic for losing motivation. Like, we know we're coming up to the end of the year. The days are getting shorter. Well, they are for us in the Northern Hemisphere anyway. And I know at this time of year, I need a little bit of a kick to get me back on track. Like I think I might have said in about a month ago or something that I had been getting a bit slack on my morning routine. You'll be pleased to know that I have, just by sharing that, gave me the motivation that I needed to sort my shit out and sort my morning routine out. So yeah, but we're all the same. Like, we all start losing motivation over something at this time of year. And I know I spoke about this in an episode when I think it was at the end of September. Yeah, it was the autumn equinox, and I spoke about, having that one last little push of things that we need to do, we want to get done by the end of the year. And that can be difficult if you haven't got the motivation. So I always love talking about crystals, and people love crystals. So I've decided to just get together a list of crystals that you could use, and me. It's not just you, it's me as well. I've definitely found a new one that I'm going to invest in. I've got together a list of crystals that we can use to help us with motivation. And some of these I already use, but the thing is with crystals, you need to make sure that, don't just buy a crystal and then just plonk it on the shelf and wait for it to do its magic. Like, you have to set intentions with it. So, for example, I've talked about my rose quartz heart that I keep under my pillow. My intention that I've set for that is to help me have a peaceful and calm night's sleep, where I don't worry about my shoulder pain, and I don't worry about waking up with a headache in the morning. And that's my intention for my rose quartz. Because I've set that intention, it's not going to do all the things that it can do, all the other things that it can heal, because that's the intention I've set for it. Does that make sense? So you need to find a way to set an intention with your crystals. So the first one on my list is amethyst. And amethyst can be used for, it's like literally one of the most, I don't want to say common because that makes it sound common, but it kind of belittles it. It's common because it's so bloody good and so bloody all round, it's amazing for helping with so many different things. So amethyst is great for wisdom. It's great for contemplation and decision making. So it's linked with the third eye and the crown chakra. And what it does is it allows us to work with our intuition. And by working with our intuition, we can make stronger and more powerful decisions. Does that make sense? We can connect with our true, authentic self. And this helps us find our true purpose. Amethyst encourages you to make decisions that will benefit your future self. That's because it works with your intuition. That's because it works with your higher self, because it's linked with the crown chakra as well. Your higher self always knows what it needs. Your subconscious mind gets in the way of this, but you're working with your crown chakra and your third eye, unblocking those energy centers, and using crystals to do this helps you to use your intuition, helps you to work with your higher self. So I'm sure you'll all be familiar with amethyst, but amethyst is a beautiful purpley stone, and you can find it as a tumble stone. Like there's lots of different types of amethyst you can get, but you can get it like a small tumble stone that almost looks like a pebble. You can get them in big clusters, and those big clusters, actually, I'm not sure if I've shared this before, but those big clusters, I found out last time I went to the crystal shop, that you can actually charge your other crystals on that. So if you've got a big, maybe I'll post a picture of my amethyst. You can place other crystals on top of it, and that will charge your other crystals. And it's often used in jewelry. Amethyst is often used in jewelry. So it's, as I've already mentioned, the chakras that it works with is the third eye and the crown chakras. The next crystal for motivation is tiger's eye. And tiger's eye is the stone of survival. The tiger's eye is all-seeing and knows exactly how to boost your instincts. This obviously helps with making clear, strong decisions. You know that feeling sometimes when you feel like life is getting away from you a little bit? You feel a little bit lost and hard to keep up. Well, tiger's eye reconnects you to your sense of self and strengthens your personal power. So like I said, it helps you make strong decisions. It helps you shake off that feeling of lethargy. So when you're feeling particularly tired and demotivated, it gives you the motivation to go and do what you need to do. It grounds you. The chakra that the tiger's eye is linked to is the root chakra. Again, like I say, it grounds you. That is what the root chakra, if your root chakra is blocked, then you need further grounding. You need to be grounding. And there are so many ways you can do this. The easiest way you can do this is to go and stand outside with your shoes off on grass, if possible. That's the easiest and quickest way to ground yourself. And just imagine on the soles of your feet, even if you can't go outside and do this, just sit down in the house and do this with nothing on your feet, and just imagine, close your eyes and visualize roots growing out of your feet and at the bottom of your spine and grounding you to the floor. And those roots go further and further into the floor, and you feel more stable and stronger and more grounded. And I closed my eyes when I was doing that and imagined it myself. That really does, that is, even if you can't get outside, even if you can't get up onto your feet, then you can sit down and do it. The tiger's eye is linked to your root chakra, and your root chakra, along with making you feel grounded, this involves helping us determine how safe and secure we feel in the world. And this is what grounding does. Okay, the next crystal on my list is Carnelian. Carnelian kickstarts motivation by bringing a passionate and fire energy whilst keeping you grounded. It encourages movement, especially if you've been feeling stuck. Like, again, it goes back to that feeling of a little bit lost in your way, a little bit stuck, a little bit Groundhog Day maybe. It encourages movement, especially, I've just said that. It's great for creatives. So if you feel like your energy for a project has been drained away, then you can use it to overcome any self-doubt that you've built up, or any self-doubt that has come along since you started that project. So if you've tried decorating a room, just trying to think of an everyday creative project. But yeah, if you've tried decorating a room and you've kind of got halfway through, or you've got a little bit left to do and you've just lost that little bit of motivation, you can use Carnelian just to help reignite that passion that you felt when you first started it. Make sense? Carnelian is a bright orange crystal. And have I got one with me here? Yeah, it's bright orange, like a carrot, I guess, like a carrot colour. Mine has got like little specks of what looks like blood in it, and like little bits of white going through. But yeah, it's mainly orange. The chakra that it's linked with is the sacral chakra, and that is your energy center, which rules sexuality and creativity, not surprisingly. So yeah, if you just feel like you need that extra little bit of energy to finish what you started, finish a project, then get yourself some Carnelian and set your intention with it and put it in your pocket, or put it in the room that you want to finish decorating, or whatever creative project it is that you started. The next crystal on my list is lapis lazuli. I think I might have spoken about lapis lazuli before, but ancient Egyptians saw it as a symbol of the night sky. And if you've ever seen a lapis lazuli, I don't know why I'm struggling to say that, lapis lazuli, it's like a really beautiful royal blue. So mine is like really rich royal blue, and it's got almost like specks of gold. It's like specks of gold dust, and it almost looks like little bits of glitter in it as well. It's stunning. But that's why the ancient Egyptians referred to it as the night sky. It's an amazing mood lifter. It encourages self-awareness, self-confidence, self-knowledge, peace and harmony, and compassion. It helps clarity with one's mental and spiritual state, making it really powerful in making decisions and having strength and power to know what we need to do. So if you're feeling a bit unsure about something, it just helps you go back to your inner self, your true inner voice, and just have a little bit of confidence in your self, really. It's linked with the throat chakra. So having confidence to speak our true voice and know our inner wisdom. So yeah, it's that like knowing, that real centered feeling. Do you know what I mean? Like that real power in your self, power in your confidence, just really getting back to what you know is true for you. And that is also linked to the third eye as well, because it opens up your inner wisdom and your intuition to help you see that true inner self. Next up, we've got bloodstone, and this is the one that I am going to get. When I said at the beginning, there's one that I have researched that I want to get. In fact, I think I've got all the others, but I haven't got this one. So yeah, I definitely want to get me some of this. So it's called Bloodstone, and it's worn, it was worn once for recovery and protection. It was literally handed out to warriors on the battlefield. Bloodstone revives your spirits. It renews energy. So if you think about why it was handed out on the battlefield, if you don't feel like you've got the energy to continue what you are doing, like the battles that you're in, the challenges that you've got, the progress you're making, if you don't feel like you've got the energy to continue, reach for Bloodstone. It literally gives you the strength to keep going. And this goes for mental and physical strength. It's the stone of courage, and it allows you to continue despite your fears or worries. It's a really strong crystal. I've also read that it's great for if you're grieving the loss of a friend or a partner or a pet, then this is great for grieving. It helps you continue through the pain of what you're feeling. Bloodstone is said to sacrifice its own energy for those who need it. So it basically absorbs your energy, a bit like what plants do for us, I guess. It releases oxygen for us to breathe and absorbs our unwanted gas. So, and it's the same for the energy for Bloodstone. It absorbs the unwanted negative energy that we've got, and it releases its strong, positive, powerful energy back to you. So because of this, and I'm just making this up now, but because of this, I'm guessing this one is going to need a lot of recharging. It's going to need a lot of clearing the energies from it. So I would say you probably want to sage this one regularly, or put it out under the moonlight and recharge it. So on your amethyst, if you've got one, recharge it. The Bloodstone is a dark, like a really deep dark green, almost like a charcoal in colour, and then it's got little specks of red in it, hence why it's called Bloodstone. And the chakra that it's linked with is the heart chakra. Next on my list is rose quartz, and I've talked about rose quartz so many times, and it's the heart healer. It is the best, in my opinion, it's the best crystal for the heart chakra. It gives you the love, the self-love and compassion you need to believe in yourself, regaining your self-confidence. And it gives you that gentle feminine energy you need to have confidence in yourself, knowing that you can release what needs to be released. But it also allows you to let go. And it gives you confidence in a loving way without being too masculine in energy. So obviously, recently I've talked about feminine and masculine energy quite a lot. And it's really important to have good balance of masculine and feminine energy. And this, a lot of us do have an imbalance in energies, especially in the world that we live in, where it's all about goals and it's all about making plans, it's all about achieving, and that is very masculine. So every now and again, it's good to reconnect with your feminine energy and to just trust that things are going to work out for you, and to just trust that what is meant to be will be. Obviously, rose quartz is a pinky coloured stone, and again, very similar to amethyst. You can get this in little tumble stones, and you also get like the rough. I've got a big rough one here, which I love to use this in my belief coding sessions because it helps protect me in terms of taking on energy, any negative energy. It protects me and just keeps that loving, self-loving, protection around me, but it also means that I give off love and compassion as well. That's the intention I've set for it anyway. And obviously it is linked to the heart chakra. So when crystals are pink or green, green is the colour of the heart chakra. So when they're pink or green, they're usually associated with the heart chakra. Clear quartz is another one that's great for motivation. And it's, as I've talked about before, it's the master healer. It really is amazing for everything. The clear quartz is ready to support you clearing what you need to clear to regain energy, motivation, and positivity. And this helps manifest and visualize what you truly desire. The clear quartz is linked with the crown chakra. And the crown chakra is, as I've said, it helps you connect with your higher self. It gives you access to higher states of consciousness and mindfulness to clear and focus the mind. Citrine is next on my list, and this is the crystal of positivity. Like, this is possibly the happiest crystal there is. It opens up the solar plexus, which is the energy center responsible for confidence and self-esteem. Citrine supports a positive mindset by helping you see all that is good. So like, if you're struggling to see what is good, if you focus on the negatives and you need a little bit of help, just focusing on putting a positive spin on things, focusing on gratitude, then reach for your citrine crystal. The positivity that it emanates raises your vibration, so turn to it when you feel low on mood and energy. It literally is a little dose of sunshine. As I've said, it's linked with the solar plexus and it is yellow in colour. My favourite ones are when it's almost like an ombre. So they start off white and they go to yellow. Absolutely beautiful. And it just looks happy. Like, just looking at one cheers you up. And then finally, last on my list is green aventurine. And this is linked with the heart chakra, as I said. Green ones usually are. It helps you to let go of old stories that aren't serving you anymore. These stories that create or become limiting beliefs and make us lose our sense of motivation because we don't know what way to turn, because we've told ourselves these stories and we've lived these stories and we can't move on from it. Green aventurine helps you let go of it and it helps you move on from it. It helps you see what you need to do to move forward when you feel stuck in the past or if you're a little bit unsure of your purpose. It's a gorgeous dark green colour, almost like a petrol green. Do you know what I mean by that? And mine has got like little silvery flecks going through it. It's beautiful. So there we go. If you're struggling with motivation, then do what I've said before and look over any plans that you made at the beginning of the year. Just have a little look and see what you can have a final push on before the end of the year. I've done this myself, and the things that I need to just have that one little push is there's a couple of things around the house. So I wanted to, when we've had new flooring laid this year, we've had our carpets ripped up. That's left like a little trim at the bottom, a little rim at the bottom of the skirting boards, which is unpainted. But obviously I need to sand down the skirting boards before I can repaint them. So that's a bit of a ball ache, to be honest with you, but it's something that needs doing. And if I don't do it now, it's going to have to wait until after Christmas. And I don't want to do that. So yeah, I want it done this month before the Christmas decorations go up in December, and otherwise I'm going to have to wait till next year, and I ain't doing it. So yeah, that's one of the things I need to do. And there's a few more, things to do with work and business and stuff. It's always ongoing. But I'm working on getting a package up together that I can launch and share with hopefully lots and lots of people. So that is something I'm working on at the moment, which takes a lot of energy. But yeah, it's something that's gonna, something I need to do, something I want to do. So what do you need to do that will satisfy you, just to give you a little bit of a push? And what crystal will help support that motivation that you need? If you've got any questions about how you can use your crystals, like there's so many different ways you can use them. Like, you can obviously just put them in the room that you want to, but like I said, you have to set an intention with them. You can wear them on your person. Some of them you can put in the bath with you, but not all of them. So do check that out before you put them in the bath. Let me know if you've already got any of these crystals and if you already use them for motivation, or if you use them for anything else. I love talking about crystals. So yeah, let me know. Tag me in your crystal photos. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and found it useful. I've also created a list on a PDF for you. So if you prefer to have this list in front of you, and that would help you remember, because you might be driving or something, so you might not be able to write them down. But yeah, have a look in the show notes and the link will be there. You can download it to your device so you've always got it for future reference. If you've learnt something new, then please do share it. Or if you can think of anybody who would benefit from this, anyone who's open to working with the energy of crystals, then please do share it. As always, please do rate and review. And yeah, I'll speak to you next week. I really hope you have a great week. Find the motivation that you need. And because before we know it, it's going to be Christmas, and then it's going to be the new year. And yeah, I'll be doing my new year workshop again, goal setting workshop for 2024. So look out for that. And yeah, I'll speak to you next week. Bye.